All right, we're going to do a little live coding today, but had an interesting thing happen with the BellevilleRunningClub.com site in that the hosting that was live and in use expired, and the individual who was paying for the website is not responsive to text. And so I've been sitting here for several days, and the Belleville Running Club site was down, and so we're kind of being shotgun into a deployment of the site in its non-finished state. And so here we are. I went ahead and got what it was, which is literally nothing but a landing page and some back-end routes. And so slash, I believe it was API user list. So we got our back-end routes. We got a lot going on the back end, but literally nothing on the front end. And so I just want to kind of show off the last step in getting this to go live. And so you have to buy a domain name. The domain name that we have was bought on GoDaddy. And everything that we're deploying to is on Google Cloud, and we've deployed and redeployed, and it's using a serverless technology called Cloud Run. And so if you've been following along at all with these videos, you've been familiar with this service here. And what I had to do to actually get the page here, which is BRC-service, et cetera, to land at BellevilleRunningClub.com, is I had to click on this integrations tab and add a custom domain. And so I added an integration. I clicked on custom domain. And then I typed in the actual domain name, BellevilleRunningClub.com, no HTTP, no www, no slashes at the end. And then I clicked, to create this integration. Interesting thing here is that it took probably 3 or 4 hours for this to complete. Specifically, this SSL certificate was just spinning for a long time. And I didn't know if I had done something wrong, what happened. I wasn't quite sure, but thankfully just kind of waited it out. And then what you're going to notice here, the only other thing I had to do is down at the bottom, is it told you how to connect to a custom domain. It says BellevilleRunningClub.com needs a DNS record called a host, a type A record to point at this particular IP address. And so the way this is done is on GoDaddy, where I have my domain purchased. I actually had to go into my products, and here's BellevilleRunningClub.com, where I actually have purchased the name, the domain name, and then you go under DNS. And here's my host A record that I configured this IP address, and basically all I had to do was click on edit and change this IP address. And the TTL I also configured to be 3600 seconds or 1 hour. And there you go. That actually now links up BellevilleRunningClub.com to this service on G-Cloud on the back end. And so what I'm going to do next is actually get just a couple pieces of data, what I would call critical data, on the landing page. And so I'm just going to make a separate video for this. Just want to make a quick one to kind of walk through what happened and what the fix was and how we've landed here on an early deployment of our application to a live site URL.